Let us see some problems on flow through pipes in this video. The first problem is, consider steady flow of an incompressible fluid through two long and straight pipes of diameters d1 and d2 arranged in series. Both pipes are of equal length and flow is turbulent in both pipes. The friction factor for turbulent flow through the pipes is of the form F is equal to K into Reynolds number power minus n, where K and n are positive constants and Re is Reynolds number. Neglecting minor losses, the ratio of frictional pressure drop in pipe 1 to that in pipe 2, delta P1 divided by delta P2 is given by. So the question is given in this way. The flow is steady flow and incompressible fluid. Flow is steady and incompressible through two long and straight pipes of diameter d1 and d2. So these are arranged in series. So this is diameter d1, this is diameter d2. So they are arranged in series. Both pipes are of equal length. This is L and this is also length L. So now the flow is turbulent and the friction factor is given by F is equal to K into Reynolds number power minus n, and the ratio of frictional pressure drop. So delta P1 divided by delta P2. So there will be a pressure drop from here to here in the pipe 1 and a pressure drop from here to here in the pipe 2. So this is the pressure drop in pipe 1. Delta P2 is pressure drop in pipe 2. So we need to find the ratio. But we know the formula for pressure drop head or a frictional head, that is equal to FL V square by 2GD, or which is also equal to FL Q square by 12 D power 5. So this is what we know. But HF is equal to delta P divided by W. So delta P is equal to W into FL Q square by 12 D power 5. So from this we can find delta P1. Delta P1 is equal to W into F1. The length is same, so it is L into Q square. Q will be constant, so here it will be Q and here also it will be Q. FL Q square divided by 12 into D1 power 5. And delta P2 is equal to W into F2 into L into Q square divided by 12 into D2 power 5. So what about F? F is equal to K into Reynolds number power minus n. So K into, what is Reynolds number? Rho V D by mu whole power minus n. If we need F1 is equal to K into rho into V1 into D1 by mu power minus n. So mu will be same because the same fluid is flowing in both the pipes. So this is what F1 is. And what is F2? F2 will be K into rho into V2 D2 by mu whole power minus n. Since the diameter of the pipes are different, V2 will be different. So substituting this in delta P1 divided by delta P2, that will be W into F1. F1 is K into rho V1 D1 by mu whole power minus n into L into Q square divided by 12 D1 power 5. So divided by, this is the delta P1, delta P2 is W into F2. What is F2? K into rho V2 D2 by mu whole power minus n into L into Q square divided by 12 into D2 power 5. So W, this W gets cancelled, K gets cancelled, rho mu gets cancelled, and L Q square 12. This all gets cancelled, and the finally remaining is V1 D1 power minus n divided by D1 d1 power 5 and divided by v2 d2 power minus n divided by d2 power 5. So we need to eliminate v1 and v2. We can use the discharge formula q is equal to a1 v1, which is equal to a2 into v2, and a1 is equal to pi by 4 into d1 square into v1. So this is equal to pi by 4 into d2 square into v2. So pi by 4 gets cancelled, and if we need v2 in terms of v1, v2 will be d1 square by d2 square into v1. So substituting this v2 in this equation, v1 into d1 power minus n by d1 power 5 divided by, what is v2? d1 square by d2 square into v1 into d2 power minus n divided by d2 power 5. Now v1 power minus n, d1 power minus n, taking this d1 power 5 to upside, that will be d1 power minus 5 divided by, here 1 d2 and d2 gets cancelled, and d1 power minus 2n into d2 power, so here d2 goes upside and the d2 power minus 1, so d2 power, it becomes d2 power n into v1 power minus n, and this one also goes upside and d2 power minus 5. So v1 power minus n gets cancelled, and d1 power minus 5 minus n divided by, sorry, here again d1 is present, so d1 power minus 2n. It is going upside, so it is plus 2n. Here downside d2 power n minus 5. So d1 power minus 5 minus n plus 2n, it is minus 5 plus n divided by d2 power n minus 5. So let us see the options. This is delta p1 divided by delta p2. So options are in terms of d2 by d1. So making this d2 by d1, d2 by d1, so minus sign should be interchanged. So that will become 5 minus n. So the option A is the correct answer. Let us see the second problem. A syringe with a frictionless plunger contains water and has at its end a 100 mm long needle of 1 mm diameter. The internal diameter of the syringe is 10 mm. Water density is 1000 kg per meter cube. The plunger is pushed at 10 mm per second and water comes out as a jet. So this is the figure. This is the syringe and this is the needle. Needle is of 100 mm length and the diameter of syringe is 10 mm. Diameter of needle is 1 mm. This syringe, this plunger is moving at 10 mm per second with a force F, so that this water comes out as a jet. The first question here is, assuming ideal flow, the force F in newtons required on the plunger to push out of the water is. So what do we need to find in the first question? We need to find the force. So how can we find the force with the given data? If the pressure is found here, if the pressure is found in the syringe, we can find the force, because force is equal to pressure into area. So taking this as the first section and taking this atmosphere as the second section, applying Bernoulli's equation for ideal flows. For ideal flow, Bernoulli's equation is P1 by W plus V1 square by 2G plus Z1 is equal to P2 by W plus V2 square by 2G plus Z2. So this is for ideal flows, Bernoulli's equation for ideal flows. Since this is a horizontal one, Z1 is equal to Z2, so those gets cancelled And P2, what about P2? P2 is equal to atmospheric pressure, and that will be gauge pressure at section 2 will be 0. So P2 is equal to 0, considering the gauge pressure. Now let me write the given data here. So yeah, the diameter D1 is equal to 10 mm, which means 10 power minus 2 meter. Diameter D2 is equal to 1 mm, which means 10 power minus 3 meter. Now again, what is the data given? V1 is given. V1 is equal to 10 mm per second. That means 10 into 10 power minus 3, that is 10 power minus 2 meter per second. And length of the needle, which is equal to 100 mm, which means 0.1 meter. And what else is given? Discharge is equal to, density is equal to 1000 kg per meter cube. Density of water is given. And substituting these values, yeah, so we need V2. So discharge is equal to A1 V1, which is equal to A2 V2. So A1 is equal to pi by 4 into D1 square. D1 is 10 power minus 2 whole square into V1. What is velocity V1? 10 power minus 2. That will be equal to, discharge will be 7.85 into 10 power minus 7 meter cube per second. So this is the discharge, and we need this V2. So A1 V1 is equal to A2 V2. V2 is equal to A1 by A2 into V1. A1 is equal to pi by 4 D1 square, and this is pi by 4 V2 square. So D1 square by D2 square into V1. D1, what is D1? D1 is equal to 10 power minus 2 meter whole square divided by D2. D2 is 10 power minus 3 whole square. That will be 10 power minus 2. This will be 10 power minus 2 by 10 power minus 3. If this goes upside, it will be 10. 10 square is 100. So if it is 100 V1, that will be, what is V1? V1 is equal to 10 power minus 2 into 100. That will be 1 meter per second. Now substituting these values in the Bernoulli's equation, P1 by W, we need to know P1 by W plus V1. What is V1? 10 power minus 2 whole square by 2G, 2 into 9.81 is equal to V2. What is V2? V2, we got it as 1 meter per second. So 1 square divided by 2 into 9.81. So P1 by W is equal to 1 square minus 10 power minus 4 divided by 2 into 9.81. So P1 is equal to 1 minus 10 power minus 4 divided by 2 into 9.81 into 1000 into 9.81. This is rho into G, that is W. So if you solve this, we will get P1 is equal to 495 Newton per meter square. 495 Newton per meter square. Oh, then what will be the F? F is equal to P1 into A1. So that will be 495 into A1 is pi by 4 into D1 square. So 495 into pi by 4 into D1 square. What is D1? D1 is equal to 10 mm, which is 10 power minus 2 meter. So 10 power minus 2 whole square, which yields us a value of force is equal to 0.0389 Newton, and which is equal to 0.04 Newton, approximately 0.04. So option B is the correct answer. So for the same data, another question is there. Neglect losses in the cylinder and assume fully developed laminar viscous flow throughout the needle. And Darcy friction factor is 64 by Reynolds number. Given that viscosity of the water is 1 into 10 power minus 3 kg per meter second. The force in newtons required in the plunger is. So the first question was an ideal flow, but here the ideal flow is only in the syringe, but there is a laminar viscous flow in the needle, and the data is given as F is equal to 64 by Reynolds number and mu is equal to 1 into 10 power minus 3 kg per meter second. So for real flows, Bernoulli's equation is P1 by W plus V1 square by 2G plus Z1 is equal to P2 by W plus V2 square by 2G plus Z2 plus head loss. So Z1 and Z2 are equal since this is a horizontal one, and so this P1 by W or P1 is equal to V2 square. This P2 by W will be 0 since it is atmospheric pressure. V2 square minus V1 square by 2G into rho G plus rho G into HF. So this P1 we got it as 495 Newton per meter square plus rho G HF, and we need to find HF. HF is equal to FL V square by 2GD or FL Q square by 12 D power 5. So applying this one, I am applying this discharge one. So that will be F. First we need to find F. F is equal to 64 by Reynolds number. That will be 64 by rho V D by mu. So mu will go upside, and now 64 into viscosity is 10 power minus 3 divided by density is 1000 into this velocity is in V needle. So that will be, I am taking it V2 and D2. So velocity in the this needle is V2, that is 1 meter per second. So V2 into D2. What is D2? D2 is 10 power minus 3 meter. So 10 power minus 10 power minus 10 power minus 3 gets cancelled, and 0.064, 64 by 1000, which is 0.064 is F. So substituting this in HF, so 0.064 into length is 100 mm. 100 mm means 0.1 meter. Length of the needle is 100 mm, so 0.1 meter into V2 square. So what is V2? V2 is 1 meter per second, so 1 square divided by 2 into 9.81 into diameter. So diameter of the needle is 10 power minus 3 meter, so that is 10 power minus 3. So HF we will get it as HF is equal to 0.329 meter. So P1 is equal to 495 plus 1000 into 9.81 into HF is 0.329. That will be P1 is equal to 3719.089 Newton per meter square. So So what will be the force? Force is equal to P1 into A1. So P1 is 3719.089 into A1, pi by 4 into D1 square. So 3719.089 into pi by 4 into what is D1? D1 is equal to 10 power minus 2 meter. So 10 power minus 2 whole square. Then force is equal to 0.292 Newton. That will be rounding off to 0.3 Newton. So the option C is the correct answer. So the more force is required if it is a real flow, less force is required if it is an ideal flow.